got to travel a little bit
Yeah.
through Barcelona,
That's cool.
but I wanted more.
Yeah.
I just wanted to travel more.
Yes.
I was everybody when I got back there like, how was it? And I was like, it was beautiful. The
Right.
shows, oh yeah, yeah, no, those were cool too. Like, like I kind of forgot that I was
Yeah.
there for shows.
Yeah.
I was just more in like travel mode. I'm a foodie, as you can see, so I love trying different foods. So
Yeah.
while I was over there, I was trying just about everything.
Right.
They're like, "Oh, chicken gizzards, yeah, yeah, put that on some, put that on a piece of bread. I'll eat it." Like
Yeah.
um, I was, I got to try some really good food
Yeah.
while I was over there,
That's
so that made it even
awesome.
sweeter.
Yeah, I love food too. Like that's my love language, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into it late, if that makes sense. I've always loved food,
Yeah.
uh, but growing up, I don't know if your mom was like this. My mom, she would tell me like, "Don't try that. You're not gonna like it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like who knows me better than my mom,
Right.
right? Uh, but I think I was like already in my 20s,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Don't try it. You're not gonna like it." My dad's like, "Just try it."
Yeah.
So it was a blood sausage,
Okay.
and I tried it, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I think something triggered. I was like, "Turns out my mom doesn't know me as well as I thought."
Yeah.
So from then on, I was like, "Oh, I want to try it all."
Yes.
Like I want to try everything, different foods, different,
Yeah.
uh, textures, ethnicities. I was like, I want to try it all, different countries.
Yeah.
I want to see, how
Mhm.
they eat, why they eat it like that. So I've been into it ever since.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, just like I said, different,
Mhm.
out of the box.
I think it's so interesting because I mean, we're so used to eating a certain type of food. So when
Hmm.
you go and travel, you're seeing like the way they eat and what they do, and it's just like it's another world, it's another life, and I think it's amazing because it makes you kind of grow, I feel like
Right. Yeah, I
that's
think
what I
so too.
think.
Yeah, I think so too. Uh, Especially more so through food, because
Right.
like there's certain things where like even with sushi,
Hmm.
as a younger, when I was a kid, I was like I would never eat raw fish,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, let me eat it while it's still on the fish. Like I want to bite into the whole thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because I'm like, okay, 20 million people can't be wrong. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're eating sushi every day and they're not dying.
Yes.
Let me go try it. So now I'm like, okay, what's this? What's that? Like
Yeah.
shark. Who'd have thought I'd eat that? But I'll try it. You know what I mean?
How
So
was that?
it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I actually wanted more because they only gave me like a little chunk.
Yeah.
And when I asked for another one, they're like, no, it's super high in mercury. So,
Oh yeah.
like we can only give you so much.
What
And I
was
was like,
like the
man.
texture of it?
Uh, it was like a. Have you ever had albulon?
No.
That's another type of fish. It's kind of like a chewy octopus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I remember it. It
Yeah.
wasn't bad. I was like, oh, I could do this.
Yeah.
But now I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that this was here in the U.S. I'm like,
Right.
I wonder if I go to Mexico, like how would they do it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like a little bit of lemon, some soy sauce, and some pepino. Like,
Yeah, so
you
the
know, like
seasonings, yeah, you're right. I think everybody's different with their seasonings.
yes,
Yeah.
I think so. Like I think it's some of them are the same. It's just
Yeah.
different combinations.
Right.
Stingray. I tried that one in Mexico.
And how was that?
It was delicious, actually.
Like how was it like the presentation? Like how was that set up?
Um, I had two. One was in ceviche, and the other one was in taco form.
Uh-huh.
The one in taco, it was almost like it was cooked in a stew for
Yeah.
hours, so it was ridiculously tender
Yeah.
when I ate it. The one in ceviche, also tender, but
Yeah.
kind of like again like that octopus,
Right.
kind of chewy, kind of tender texture.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm a foodie for days. Yeah.
Hi, my treasures. Today we have a special guest, and his name's Luis Villasenor, and he's a comedian. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for coming.
No, thank you for having me. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? This is fun.
Yeah.
Nice place you got here. So
Thanks.
again, thank you for the invite. I
Of
mean,
course.
you even brought me coffee.
Of
How can I
course.
not feel special?
You want to pretty much let us know how you got into stand up?
I was bored. Uh, I was attending college at a university,
Yeah.
and I got bored. I was supposed to be a math teacher and decided that wasn't going to be it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped out of college on a whim,
Yeah.
and I studied to become a cop.
Really?
I started taking all these classes for that, and I passed the test to become a sheriff.
Yeah.
And my luck,
Mm-hmm.
the state went on a freeze, so I
Uh-huh.
couldn't get into the academy
Yeah.
anywhere
Yeah.
in California. So I was bored for like 10 months, and one of my cousins was like, "You should do comedy," and I'm like, "No, I want a steady paycheck." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was plus. Here's the thing about me. When I was in school, I was kind of a loner. I didn't talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So the thought of me getting up on stage and talking in front of strangers was horrendous.
Yeah.
But I took a class. It got me on stage. The class sucked, but it got me on stage
Yeah.
at an improv, the Irvine Improv, on a Tuesday night. It was sold out. And once I was on there, I was like, this is it. I'm hooked.
Yeah.
You know, the hell with police work. I want to do this. But just because I saw everybody coming out and like, you're great. Where are you gonna be at next time?
Yeah.
And this is 2004. So there was no social media, no MySpace,
Yeah.
no nothing.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, you should get one of those email things. And like you could tell us. And I'm like, great, now I gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But once that night was over, I was like, this is it. This is what I want.
Did you remember who you opened up for, or was it just like a bunch of random people?
It was all the students from the class and the two teachers.
Oh, okay.
We were the ones that were on stage. All the teachers were, well, not all of them, both of them.
Yeah.
They both told me I was gonna suck because they're like, you're too Mexican for Irvine. They're not gonna understand it. And I'm like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it my way.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it was like, I'm not gonna let somebody else tell me what to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it anyways.
Mhm.
However,
Yeah.
and it was great. When I was on stage, I thought I was bombing
Yeah.
because I heard nothing. Like my ears went blank.
Mm-hmm.
I could hear like like when you put the show,
Yeah.
you just hear that.
Yeah.
I heard that and my mom giggle because I took my parents to that show. And I thought, oh my God, this is embarrassing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm up here embarrassing the family name, in front of all these strangers. But once I got off, they were like, oh my God, you were awesome. Like, you did better than everybody, like, and teachers included. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, God. Like it all came back. And I was like,
Yeah.
I watched the tape, and sure enough, people were laughing.
Yeah.
So that was it for me.
Mhm.
Like, after that first night on stage, I was like, this is it. This is what I want to do.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it is nerve-wracking, like going on stage, everyone's looking at you, and you're just like you have all these thoughts in your head, but you kind of have to shut them off if that's like really your passion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and that first time, like I said, I think it was a 10-minute set.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like 2 minutes
Yeah.
because I was going so fast, and
Yeah.
yet I remember just being on stage and in slow motion looking at everybody
Yeah.
and thinking, okay, I'm going to say this next, and then I'm going to go to this one. That guy's laughing. I'm going to get that one in a second. That guy's really having fun. He's going to love this next one. So like
Yeah.
in my head, everything slowed down, but in real time, I think I was racing through it all.
Yeah.
You know?
And so when you look back on that and now, like, how have you like mastered your craft?
Slowing it down
Mm-hmm.
a lot. I'm able to read the room a lot better now.
Yeah.
I still look at people. That's the thing about comedy. When I see people laughing, and all comedians will tell you, like, when we see people laughing, like, that's what we want. That's
Yeah.
what, like, I love to see people's reactions. So the more I see people reacting to the stuff that I'm saying on stage, it's like, oh, okay. And that's what I mean. Like, oh, she's really loving this. Oh, she's going to love this next one. If she's already pissed at what I just said, just
Yeah.
wait for the punchline, because it's going to
Yeah.
get worse. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so that in itself, I think I've gotten better at, and slowing it down.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, now I'm going to take my time with you. Like, now I decide, whether I go fast, whether I go slow. I see people's reactions. Sometimes something would just lead me off into a tangent, and I go
Yeah.
off on that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. So what inspires like your jokes? Like what do you get it out of? Like who motivates you or what? Like how do you get a really good joke? Like how do you build one?
trial and error.
Yeah.
Um, all of my jokes are either thoughts that I've had
Mhm.
or real life scenarios that happened, and I just tweak them to make them a little bit funnier. But it's trial and error.
Yeah.
Most of the times, like I try it like this, and some people are like, "Oh, I already saw that joke." It's never the same. Like it's either switching a word, switching its place. Um, I gotta say this first so that this makes sense. Like
Yeah.
so a lot of it's trial and error. Like,
What's your famous like joke that you think you've like mastered? Like you want to let us you want to share it?
um,
Or you want to give us a little bit?
I don't know if it's famous, but it's the one. Well, I guess it's the one most people know me for. I do a joke. Should I just do the joke? Mm, I do a joke making fun of women
Okay.
and their obsession with makeup.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to say the joke, but the whole plot of the joke is
Okay.
women go over the top.
Mhm.
And I've realized as a husband
Yeah.
that makeup is expensive. Like
Yes.
Jesus Christ,
It is.
I miss the old, the old makeup, the old stuff where it was like a bottle of hairspray for $2.
Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore.
I want to go back to those days. But that, yeah, I don't want to do the whole joke because
Yeah,
I want you
that-
guys to come out and see it.
Yeah, of course.
But the whole point of the joke is I start making fun of makeup and how I see it.
Uh-huh.
How women used to wear it,
Yeah.
and now.
Well, I mean, a bottle of hairspray is like $25 at Ulta. So
Mhm.
from $2 to 25, I mean, it's a big,
Yeah. Oh God,
chunk of
I've spent
money.
I've spent countless hours in Ulta. That place is horrible.
Well, I feel like Ulta is cheaper than Sephora, so I
I know.
mean, you know?
I know. Uh, it's just okay. So here's my thing. Here's my thing with Ulta,
Yeah.
and it's weird because I love colognes, right? So they
Yeah.
have colognes
Yeah.
too. So I'm there like sampling everything,
Uh-huh.
but after a while, I think I leave with a headache because everybody's sampling it. So I don't even know what I'm smelling anymore. They're like, I mean, they got those stupid little caffeine cups, like the little, smell the bean. Like it's
Yes.
nothing,
Yeah.
It's still beans and jasmine flowers. Like,
That is so true. Yeah, sometimes I just avoid that aisle. I'm like, I'm going to go straight to like the lipsticks.
yeah, I do. Because I go with my wife.
Yeah.
I do kind of enjoy going
Uh-huh.
because for me it's kind of like Costco where you go for the samples.
Yeah.
Like that's what I do, right?
Yeah.
So I'm over here like trying stuff that I don't even know if it works.
Yeah.
But like this thing says it's for my hair. Like I'm losing hair. Let me put this on and see if it grows. Like
Yeah.
So I'm doing that like while
Yeah.
she's over there doing her
Right.
thing. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I know. Have you heard that one theory or it's like the girls go through each aisle and like if they go to a shopping or like a store and they go through each aisle and they try everything, right? And then the guy just goes straight to what they need and they pay for their product and then they leave. It's true. I feel
was
like
gonna
some,
say no. That's
No,
not a
you don't
theory.
think
That's
so?
all me.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
all me.
Because I feel like a lot of guys are like that. They just go straight for what they need and then they leave. And then us girls, we go through each aisle.
It's
to
how we
see-
save money.
I mean,
I need deodorant. I'm there for deodorant and back out because if I start to look around,
yeah.
I'm walking out with $200 worth of stuff I didn't
it's-
need.
That is true. It's dangerous when you go to the store.
Yeah, no, that's why I started sampling all the stuff because
Yeah.
if it were up to me,
Mhm.
I'd be in and out.
Yeah.
Like if I could just what is that? The Amazon store where you just like walk in, and
Yeah.
walk out, and they charge you.
Yeah.
I would prefer that,
Yeah.
but because my wife wants to look around
Yeah.
at all this nonsense, like that's when I'm like, oh, okay, well, what does this do? Like,
Yeah. It's true though. And so like your upbringing, like do you want to share a little bit about like your background?
my parents beat me as a kid,
Oh,
which
no.
is how no. Okay. That's how I developed a sense of humor. No, I born and raised in South Central LA.
Okay.
So I was out there. I think I was out there till I was 11,
Mm-hmm.
and then the riots happened,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad was like, "We gotta get the hell out of here."
Yeah.
So he moved us out to a little place called Colton.
Yep.
It's out in the Inland Empire, and honestly, I think I've been there for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's how can I say it? Like I got the culture shock
Yeah.
leaving LA,
Mm-hmm.
which everybody, when I talk to them, like, oh my God, when I got to LA, it was horrible. Like, oh no, I love LA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to that.
Yeah.
I got the reverse culture shock. Like,
Yes.
all of a sudden, there's white people, and I hadn't really seen them before outside of on TV. So, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, there's more of you. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I got, like I said, I got the opposite.
Yeah.
I went from everybody speaking English and Spanish to being one of like six kids that spoke Spanish in my middle school, and I thought that was
Yeah.
two of them were me and my cousin. So
Yeah.
like it was already weird in itself.
Yeah.
And I was like, ah, damn, like this is all right. This is every day, like
Yeah. That's
the
crazy.
irony
For sure.
in LA Unified School District, free lunch, free breakfast all day,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then we move out to Colton, and all of a sudden my parents make too much money, and I'm like, no, there's got to be something wrong.
Wow.
Like they were trying to charge me for food, so I just stopped eating.
Oh my God.
I started having licuados for breakfast at the house.
What's your favorite licuado?
I only got, well, my favorite
Mm-hmm.
is banana,
Okay.
chocolate banana, and I don't know if your mom did this or is my mom just abusing me. She would put a raw egg in the blender.
Really?
Yes, because it added protein. So
Interesting.
everybody's like, "Oh my God, that's disgusting." I was like, "It didn't taste like anything,
Yeah.
Like it just tastes like chocolate and banana."
Yeah.
I loved it, but when I tell people like, "Oh yeah, we used to put a raw egg," they flip out. They're like, "That's disgusting." I was like, "Dude, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I made it. It's additional vitamins, right? At least that's what my mom told me."
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to spruce it up a bit, you should put a dash of cinnamon for flavor.
Yeah.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
But we didn't always have bananas, so sometimes she'd just open up a can of fruit cocktail and just throw that in there with the milk.
Interesting.
It was not.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but she was like, vas a comer algo, cabrón.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if I can cuss.
Yeah, you can cuss. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, vas a comer algo, cabrón. So like she would just put random fruits,
Uh-huh.
in the licuado. So that's why I say like, well, my favorite's banana, but I think I'm just used to whatever.
Whatever they give you.
Yeah, guayaba and leche, that'll work. Like
Oh yeah, my mom used to do guayaba licuados too when I was growing up because we had a guayaba tree in the backyard because I'm from Santa Ana,
Ah, okay.
and she had like a guayaba tree, a lemon tree, and an orange tree, and so she would
That was
she
us
would-
in LA.
yeah
Mm-hmm.
she would make me licuados of guayaba. I remember that.
Yeah, I love the taste of guayaba. I
Mm-hmm.
can't stand the smell.
Really?
My dad used to try to make guayabate, just like a candy
Uh-huh.
out of the guayaba. So the whole house would smell like guayaba.
Oh.
And that's
okay.
why I'm like,
Yeah, that'll
like,
do it.
yeah, like for 3 days, like it just reeks. Yeah.
Do you have any family that's in comedy, or is it just you?
No, just me.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, they all use common sense to get real jobs.
So how do they see that? Like when they ask you about comedy, like
My cousins are very supportive, thankfully. A lot of them, they're like, "Oh, my friend, he said he went to go see you." It's always like somebody else that saw me or somebody else that
Yeah.
that knows that knows of you. They're very supportive in that sense. They all think it's cool.
yeah,
I think it's more so like now, like, "Oh, you're still doing it? Yeah, okay, cool." Like I think they all thought, like, "Oh, he's just gonna be doing it for a while,
Yeah.
and then he'll go back to being a cop." I never did. Yeah.
yeah. Do you feel that if you would have been a cop, you would have never pursued comedy?
Yes. I don't. It's one of those things. Had I not tried
Yeah.
comedy, I don't know that I would have ever gotten into it
Right.
because, like I said, I didn't like talking
Mm-hmm.
back in the day. I felt, I'm still shy a lot of the times if I'm by myself.
Yeah.
But had I never tried it, I don't think I would have ever pursued it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I fell in love with it
Mm-hmm.
the second I got off stage. Like this is what I want,
That's
because I
awesome.
was able to see people having fun.
Yeah.
And like, again, for me, somebody that didn't talk much,
Yeah.
like, to see my pendejadas like making people laugh, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, I can do this. I have plenty of pendejadas. So
Yeah. What inspires you in life?
money. No. Uh,
I think that's for all of us. Yeah, me too.
the fact that I want to have some. Uh, no, honestly, it's seeing people's reactions.
Yeah.
Honestly, comedy has given me a life I never thought I would have.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten to visit a lot of places I would have never been.
Yeah.
And through comedy, it's gotten to have me meet people
Yeah.
I would have never met.
Yeah.
So I think about it like that.
That's
Had
true.
I been a math teacher or a cop, I would have been just secluded to my,
Mm-hmm.
to my workspace, go back to the house and,
Yeah.
live what some people call a normal life.
Yeah.
But with comedy, it's honestly beautiful to me to be able to say, like, oh, I went here, I went there, I've been to Texas, like, yeah, I went up to San Jose, like, just doing different things, meeting people of all sorts,
Yeah.
fighters, boxers, wrestlers, celebrities, athletes.
Mm-hmm.
I've I've gotten to meet them all,
Yeah.
and in certain cases, like movie stars. And when I tell people, like, oh yeah, no, I know that guy, they're like, oh, okay, sure. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, no, no, seriously, like, me and this fool used to go have spicy chicken sandwiches at Carl's Jr. back on Wednesday nights because he used to do comedy 18 years ago. And they're
Yeah.
like, sure. And when it just so happens that I run into them,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, hey, fool, what's up? And I'm like, hey, so like my wife, current wife, I've been married twice, I gotta say it.
Okay.
If you go to the show, you'll understand more. Uh, um, but she was very much like, okay, fool, stop acting. We got together during COVID.
Okay.
So that was the first time I wasn't doing comedy and I was just stuck at home watching TV for the first time.
Yeah.
So we were watching TV and I was like, oh, I know that guy. He's a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And the first, she was like, okay. And then after the second or third, she was like, okay, fool, you fucking swear. Like, everybody. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I've worked with him. I know,
Yeah.
that's Mike Esteem. Like, like on this show, like, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, fool. And like I said, now, when we run into people at shows
Yeah.
and she sees that I know them, she's like, oh, you weren't kidding. Like, no, yes, I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
So I've, thankfully, I've got to meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that, like I said, that is mostly, that is what inspires me. Because the other thing is, like I said, seeing people react to my jokes.
Yeah. Do you have any like goals for yourself in the next year or two?
I don't know if it's not a new goal.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is always new places and new faces.
Oh, that's good.
Because I just have fun
Mm-hmm.
doing this. So I do want to do more shows
Yeah.
out on the road.
Yeah.
Here's what a lot of people don't know about me. I was the host at Pachanga Casino
Mm-hmm.
for the past 10 years.
Wow.
So every Friday and Saturday night, I've been there for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, that finally stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I'm out, like, I'm no longer there. Well, I'll be there this weekend. But now that I'm no longer the host there,
Yeah.
I want to get back out and start to see new faces and new places
Yeah.
again, because I've been there for so long.
Right.
I want to get back out to road trips, like
Mm-hmm.
going to Arizona, doing a show and coming back. Like, I want to get back to doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I was blessed enough to be at Pachanga for 10 years, but now
Yeah.
that I'm out, I'm kind of like, let's do this. I want to get out,
Yeah.
see more, see different places,
So when you have a show here, like what's the difference between having a show in the US and then overseas?
So the thing that I have to, it's funny, I was just talking about it yesterday
Yeah.
because they asked me, what's the difference in the US,
Oh.
right?
Uh-huh.
And what I was telling them is in America, we're selfish.
Okay.
So when people from different countries come here, learn English. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know,
right.
I don't know what kind of language you speak. Figure it out. Talk to me in English. And when you're in, I was in Europe.
Yeah.
Everybody speaks like 7 different languages. So to see people translating my joke, like I would say it in English and they'd be like, oh, okay. So it was like a second delay
Oh, wow.
because it's like they were processing it, translating. Oh, that is funny, and then they're back to it.
Yeah.
So that was the interesting thing to me. And the other thing is, they don't. How can I say it? They don't understand some of our innuendos. Like, I talk shit about my wife being Mexican. Like, I'm Mexican, but she's Mexican. So when I would say, like when I would say certain jokes about her being like really Mexican, they're like, but that's not funny. Like, Mexicans are great people. Like, no, we are. Yeah, no, that's the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but why would you say that? Mexicans are great. And I'm like, we are.
Yeah.
That's the joke. Do they not like Mexicans in the U.S.? Like, oh, you don't watch the news at all. Like, like they're deporting us right now. Like that's why I'm over here.
Yeah.
So it was that kind of, like those kind of things that I had to like explain or even change a joke enough so that I can, relay that message to them before I got to the punchlines.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, like I said, that's the thing. I think they're a little bit more literal.
Yeah.
Over there, and like I said, since they don't really know us,
Yeah.
like how we are, I think that was more confusing to them. Like, like even one of the other comedians, he did a joke. He was like, "Oh, I'm so pretty. If I went to jail, I would be raped." And they're like, "No, why would you say that? Nobody wants to be raped." And they're like, "No, that's the joke."
Yeah.
No, but I mean that's not funny. Why are people laughing? Why are you laughing? This man's saying he would be raped in jail. I don't see that amusing. And I'm like, okay.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, like, where do you go from there?
I think it was even funnier to see again because I'm watching everybody as I'm performing. It's even funnier to me, like to see them just kind of have like that Scrubs moment where they just have like a little daydream and they're like, oh, okay, like, and I'm already midway into the next joke. Okay, she's back. All right, like
yeah. It takes like a minute to process everything. That's crazy. So when you prep for a show here in the U.S., like, what does your day look like?
Mostly cry in the dark. No, I'm old now, so now I understand. When I started comedy, a lot of the comedians would say like, I got to get a nap in before the show.
Yeah.
And I was young, right? Like I was 21 when I started, so I was like, what do you mean a nap?
Right.
Like, dude, you're 40. Come on. Fucking drink a Coke and move. Like, now I get it. I'm 43 now, and now I'm like, okay, I need a nap. I need to check the traffic. I need to, make sure I'm there 30 minutes before.
Yeah.
Because in case traffic gets bad.
Yeah.
So I think that's the majority of it. A lot of it is like, what do I want to say on stage?
Yeah.
How much time am I doing? What do I want to go with? Do I want to do something new? Do I want to do something old? Do I mix it? Yeah. So a lot of that is just me in my head all day. I'm an overthinker by nature. So I'm, even once I'm there, like there's 2 empty chairs. What could I have done to fill those 2 chairs? All that stuff. It's just me overthinking.
And so who's been like your funnest show like you've ever done, like opened for?
That's an interesting question. I don't know that I have like a funnest night.
Maybe a memorable one?
Oh, there's a lot of memorable ones. Good, bad, being stranded in a
Share.
in a random city.
You could share that one. That sounds interesting.
I was performing in South Texas in the South Valley,
Mm-hmm.
and okay, well, yeah, yeah. So I gotta be able to watch what I say. Uh,
Okay.
so I think it was like Tuesday. We're like in Laredo, and then we went to Brownsville, Harlingen, McAllen. There was another one that we did on Friday night, and then on
Yeah.
Saturday night, they canceled our show. Right, so it was fine
Yeah.
because one of the other comedians, he's like, "Oh, I got friends. They're all coming out here anyways, so we'll just hang out. Like now
Yeah.
we just got a free day in Texas."
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Yeah, no, not a problem." One of the guys that was hanging out with us that week
Mm-hmm.
was one of the Cumbia Kings.
Okay.
So he's like, "I have a condo in South Padre Island. Let's go over there and we'll just hang out
Yeah.
and party." So I was like, "All right, yeah, cool. You know, that sounds like fun." It's the second Quebec King I'd hung out with, so I'm like, "Yeah, this will be fun." You know, I was young. I
Okay.
was naive.
Uh-huh.
I thought hanging out was hanging out. Like, you know, we're just gonna have
Yeah,
some
yeah,
coffee. You know, they said it's a beach, so I'm like, "Oh yeah, we'll go to the beach."
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize hanging out was hanging out. Like there's just drugs all over the place. So
Oh.
now I was young, I was naive. Now I'm like an overthinker,
Yeah.
right? If you remember.
Uh-huh.
Now everything's rushing through my head.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, I'm about to be arrested because we're in a condo
Uh-huh.
and they're blasting music like it's a nightclub.
Oh man.
So I'm sitting in the condo like the cops are coming for sure.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm gonna sing like a bird. Everybody's doing it except for me. You can run my blood.
Yeah.
I haven't touched anything.
Yeah.
You know, so I was freaking out like the entire night.
Uh-huh.
I was drinking nothing but Coca-Cola because I wanted to stay awake. Because everybody's on a different drug.
Oh,
Some of those drugs I
man.
hadn't even seen before.
Yeah.
So I don't do drugs because again, I was raised in South Central LA. I seen crackheads just pass out, you know, on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never done drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm watching people do all these drugs and I'm watching them just drop like flies.
Oh man.
And I'm sitting there like, are they alive? Ah, fuck it. You know what? I need to make sure that I'm awake. Because when the cops show up, I'm going to sing like a bird, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, you're not taking me to jail.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because I was like, how do I call my mom and just tell her, like, Mom, don't you like how to say? That was my fear.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that was my fear. Like,
Yeah.
I can't go getting arrested in Texas.
Yes.
So I think it was like 2 days worth of partying
Uh-huh.
in Texas, which was fun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like during the day, it was a blast
Right.
because now like everybody's out in the open, everybody's just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
But at night, they were like, "Oh, let's do it again." And I was like, "Dear God!"
Oh wow.
It was fun,
Yeah.
but very memorable.
Yes.
We were called. A friend and I were called to do a show.
Yeah.
It was a fundraiser. This was down in El Centro.
Mm-hmm.
There was a girl. She had been in a horrible car accident, so they were trying to collect funds. You know, we called a friend of ours, asked him if he wanted to do if he wanted to do the show.
Yeah.
He at the time was touring with Fluffy,
Mm-hmm.
so he said he would do it. He happens to tell Fluffy what's going on. We didn't know this, but when we got to the show, Fluffy pulled up.
Oh wow.
Right, so he obviously found out what was going on.
Yeah.
So he became part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a fun night. Like to sit there, and I was supposed to be hosting. I hosted the show.
Yeah.
But I was supposed to be hosting the show for like 3 or 4 comics, like we were all from LA and like we'll go out there, put on a show, come back. But now it was like, no, Fluffy pulled up and he brought everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So all of his openers were there. So it became like 10 comedians and nobody knew that Fluffy was going to be there. So even the audience members just thought like, oh, it's going to be 4 guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we did the whole thing, like it was just it was an awesome night because Fluffy, like I said, he didn't have to be there, but I
Yeah.
think he ended up doing like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I think the show went on close to like 3 hours.
Wow.
And everybody was having a blast. It was like at one of those VFW places,
Mm-hmm.
so they had liquor for days because that's what the military does uh, to its soldiers. So everybody had a blast, and that's one of those nights where I'm like,
Yeah.
we actually did a nice thing,
Yeah.
It's like that's why it's memorable,
Yeah.
you know.
That's good. And you guys like got a lot of money for her.
Hopefully, yes.
Okay. Well, good. I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good things about him. That he does a lot of charity and
He
you know?
does. He won't. A lot of people won't know,
right.
but yes,
That's
he
good.
does.
Good for him. I
Yeah.
mean, if I was in that place, I'd want to help too. You know, because
Right.
we're not taking anything with us. And at the end of the day, like, if you have the funds, like, why not help somebody that needs it? You know.
Right. And it's one of those things. Like I said, he won't tell people,
Right.
everything that he does because he does do a lot.
Yeah.
But what I love about it is him doing it shows other people we should do too.
Yeah.
So now more and more people, more and more comedians start to do, not on such a big scale, but in our own way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go out there. Like I won't, like I won't get paid tonight. Like we're doing this for homeless
Yeah.
people. Yeah, let's go do that. We're doing
Yeah.
this for, battered spouses. Let's definitely do that. Like so,
Mhm.
in our own way, we start to do more.
Yeah. It's like a domino effect,
Right.
and you like pay it forward.
Right.
That's cool. I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like for me when I lost my mom, like music's always been like, one of those escapes for me, but I feel like comedy like gave me my smile back.
Nice.
And that's why like, when I see your guys' comedy, like it gave me some soul, cuz
Oh, good.
when she passed away, I was just like I'm never laughing again. I'm never smiling again. And
I
then
can imagine.
yeah, and then I started watching stand up and it was just like healing my soul.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel
Yes.
like comedy and music are like they just help you like heal.
Yes.
That's how I see it.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I don't sing in public,
Right.
but in the car on my way to shows, I still, in my heart, I believe I can hit those Whitney Houston notes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. She was a great singer.
Yeah, I can't anymore because my dad used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, so my throat's all messed up.
Uh-huh.
But in my head,
Yeah.
I can sing them all.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey, Chalino Sanchez.
Uh-huh.
If I hit shuffle on my music,
Yeah.
I'm all over the place. So
That's great.
yeah.
So have you ever lost anyone like really close to you?
Thankfully,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, I've lost people. Thankfully, not that close.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's coming, unfortunately, and I'm trying to mentally prepare, as much as I think I can for something like that. But, everybody that I've lost has been more extended family.
Yeah.
So for me, it's always been not how I can deal with it, but how can I help you deal with it?
Right.
I did have one that just shattered me, more so than I thought, but it was because I felt useless. I had a nephew pass away, and I felt so useless, not being able to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I had to rely on a good friend of mine to snap me out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to let it all out with her and get back to my family. And she would tell me like, "You have to be strong for them," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"I can barely walk."
Yeah.
So that I think is the most traumatizing loss that I've had. I think it was just that like I felt like I couldn't I couldn't help anybody, and that to me was the worst part because
Yeah.
I mean being an overthinker, I'm like I'll get to it, I'll figure it out later.
Right.
In the moment, how can I help you? And
Yes.
I couldn't even do that.
Yeah.
You know, people were like, "Oh, say something funny," and I'm like,
No way.
"No," you know,
No.
like I,
You can't. There's
yeah,
no way.
mm-hmm,
Wow. I mean, yeah, it takes a toll on you mentally, physically, emotionally, like everything you could possibly think of. But
mm-hmm,
for me, like when I lost her, I felt the same way. Like I was like, how am I going to live?
mm-hmm,
What's going to happen? And then my dad was just like, you got to move forward, and then that's when I was just like, okay, well, she used to motivate me. She used to inspire me so much. And I'm just like, she didn't take anything with her. And that lady had everything you could possibly think of. She was blessed.
mm-hmm,
And so I was just like, how am I going to motivate people?
mm-hmm.
And that's why I started this podcast. Because I
Nice.
feel like when we pass, like, we're not taking anything with us. And I'm like, why don't I just start something and share people's stories and,
Mm-hmm,
and leave that as, something whoever can like see it on YouTube when I'm gone, they could be like,
mm-hmm.
or, you can come back and see the video. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's why I started this podcast.
yeah. No, you know what's funny? Somebody asked me at one point, like, you know, what do you think your legacy is going to be? And I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
because, you know, to me, when I'm gone,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be gone. So I won't know, you know,
Yeah.
how people will remember me.
Right.
I think at some point I just want people to, if they find me, you know, and I got to start posting more on YouTube. But like if they find me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like once I'm gone, I'll be able, all I can hope is they're like, hey, what, this guy was kind of funny. You know, it's kind of stupid, kind of funny, you know. But
Yes.
yeah, like people ask me like, what do you want your legacy to be? And I was like, I just want people to laugh. You know, like
That's a
if
good one.
if they can do that, then I feel like I did something. You know.
Just feel like this became like a little side hobby, but I feel like it's more of a passion driven thing now,
Mm-hmm.
where I feel like I just want as many stories as I can share. And I love
Nice.
comedy and I love music and I love just understanding people's perspective in life and sharing their journey, because who knows if it's going to help someone out there, you know?
That, you know, like honestly, that's me. Because even like during COVID, like I said, that's when I wasn't doing shows, so
Yeah.
I was home, like 24 hours a day for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where honestly I started to like question everybody,
Yeah.
like more so because I'm sitting there like this is what people do, like this is, you know, like this is normal life, like
Mm-hmm.
you go through your day job and then you like you just come home and it's 5:30 and you just got nowhere to go. Like this is what people do. I've never been able to be home and watch TV. Like
Yeah.
I do it, but that's because oh, like it's Sunday. This is my day off. I want to rest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm gonna be home today.
Yeah.
But during COVID, I was like, this is everyday life. This is what people do, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no, I can't. You
Yeah.
know, so once the show started opening up again, I was like, I got to get back out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love comedy, but this is my therapy.
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, it was never a hobby. This is my therapy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I get a kick out of seeing people laugh, but I also need to see people laugh
Mm-hmm.
too. You know, so when I have like you can go a week without doing a show,
Mm-hmm.
and by that end of that week, you're just like, this is a boring ass week, you know. But you go out and you do. I mean, even if you do 5 minutes at an open mic and you see people laugh, you're like, fuck, that was great.
Yeah.
You know, like you know, like it's rejuvenating.
Yeah.
You know, like okay, still got it. You know, like all right. You know, a lot of comedians we just hang out.
Yeah.
Even if we're not performing, we'll hang out just because, you know, like my friend is going to be there. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go hang out with my friend.
Yeah.
This is what I tell people. A lot of the times, the best part of the show is hanging out in the green room.
Oh, I can only imagine. That's a
Because
dream
it's-
come true.
You know, like,
Yes.
because we're all just a bunch of idiots back there. Like, making fun of one another. You know, like,
Oh my God.
multiple times or like, you know, have you ever been to the Ontario Improv?
Yes, many times.
So the green room is
Yeah.
right next to the very back of the room.
Okay.
there's been many times where people would go back there and be like, "Can you guys keep it down? We're trying to listen to the show."
No
But it's
way.
because like the comedians were back there just like roasting
I
one
can only
another and
imagine.
making fun of, like making
Yeah.
fun of either one of us in the room or a memory that we recall, you know? Like, do
Uh,
you remember this show? And like,
yeah.
oh God, like so we have like just such a blast in the back
Yeah.
hanging out.
Uh-huh.
That's why I tell people like, yeah, even if I'm not on the show, I'll show
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
Like this was gonna be there. Oh yeah, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. I
Yeah.
haven't seen this for in a minute. It's like we'll go and we hang out,
Uh-huh.
and like I said, sometimes that's the best part of the show,
Mm-hmm.
like just hanging out in the back with the comics because we all, I mean,
Yeah.
we're all a bunch of idiots. Yeah,
To be a fly in that wall, you know, I would be just crying laughing over there because I can only imagine. That sounds like a fun time.
yes.
So when you did COVID shows, like how was that?
I didn't do COVID
Okay.
shows,
So well, like you know how we
because
started getting out of it. Like how was that to now?
um okay, so the first show I did coming out of COVID
Yeah.
was the Ontario Improv.
Uh huh.
I got to do the night when it reopened
Okay.
because they shut down for COVID for
Mm-hmm.
I think like a year and a half,
Yeah.
and then when they reopened, I got to host that show.
Oh, cool.
So it was weird because I was traumatized by COVID.
Yeah.
So I was holding onto the microphone and I was leaning up against the back wall because I wanted to keep 6 feet, from everybody.
Uh huh.
So I was just like leaning up against the improv logo, and I was just like, "Hey guys, how are you? How are you guys doing?" Right?
Yeah.
And everybody was looking at me like, this guy's weird or whatever.
Yeah.
I left with COVID.
No.
I had avoided COVID the whole time, and that night at the improv, I caught it.
Oh man.
I was like, "Ain't this some shit?" Like I'm over here, fucking bathing in hand sanitizer for months.
And then you got it.
hmm
Oh man.
But uh, now it's back to being fun.
Yeah.
There was a while. I will say this. I think we were all closed, in our house where we
Yeah.
forgot how to act
Yeah.
in public.
Uh huh.
Because for a while there were a couple of shows where people were yelling at the comics, like, "Oh, I'm trying to be funny," and I'm like, "Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look right at the camera. Don't look at all three. Do not yell at comics." Because here's the thing. Um, we are trained to take over the stage.
Yeah.
So once we get hecklers, most of the time we're gonna insult you.
Uh-huh.
And here's the thing. People are like, "I've never heard of this guy. He must not be good." Sometimes we're the funnier ones
Mm-hmm.
because some of us aren't famous. So some of us have been trying harder.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not to say that famous comedians don't try, but a lot of famous comedians can't reply the way they want to, the way they're used to, because now they're famous.
Yeah.
I'm not famous. I will fucking insult everybody in the fucking room. you know?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Everybody's like, "I don't know this fucker." Right?
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
think they're going to be a part of it. Like, no,
Yes.
I'm going to hurt your ego.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to like mess up the show.
Yeah.
And some comedians watch the entire show
Uh-huh.
and they see hecklers messing with the other comics, and some get anxious. Get me on. Get me on. I already know what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And like some will go up and start attacking this guy right off the bat, and
Yeah.
people are like, "Dude, he wasn't even mad at him." No. We've been listening to the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, just like anything else, we protect our own. So
Mm-hmm.
if it's a new comic, yeah, you can mess with him, mess with me.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I realized after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I gotta be more patient, because I think people were just used to being locked indoors. They forgot, etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotten better now. Like now, it's not a problem. But I think there were a couple of months where people were just like losing their shit.
I mean, I don't understand because when I go to comedy shows, like I'll hear certain things and I'm like, okay, if I'm not saying anything, you shouldn't be saying anything either. Like that's what we came to see, the performer, the comedian, the stand up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear you over here like saying stuff. Like I didn't pay to come see you. Like I just don't understand that. You
Yeah.
know?
No, and I mean, there's a difference because there's people that are like, oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we appreciate it,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
because there's other people.
Exactly.
There's actually some comedians that get upset when people start talking because it throws off their timing.
Uh-huh.
I think that's hilarious. um, because I'm watching them like,
Yeah.
like they don't want to say anything. And I'm just sitting back there like, okay,
Oh
all
my
right, see how
God.
far this guy goes.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. So what advice can you give someone who wants to be a comedian, who wants to do stand up? Like how do you start?
This is gonna sound weird. Um, just do it. Go to an open mic.
Mm-hmm.
Get on stage. If you know, like go to a show.
Yeah.
Try to get 5 minutes worth of material,
Mm-hmm.
and then try it. More so right now because right now the trend is crowd work. So I think a lot of people are like, oh, I can talk. No, we can all talk. It's not all
Yeah.
funny,
Mm-hmm.
So write your material, have 5 minutes worth of material, perfect that 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then work your way up.
Yeah.
7, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes. Constantly work on your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier, it's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
A lot of the jokes, it might be a great idea,
Yeah.
but the execution is off. And
Right.
sometimes you can say the joke 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be funny 100 times
Yeah.
because certain words, the enunciation or
Mm-hmm.
your face can alter the joke.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I mean by perfecting it. Like, figure out how you want to say it, where you want to say it. That's what I mean by trial and
Yeah.
error. A lot of the times, that's your best joke.
Right.
Start with it, and then see how you can follow that. That's your best joke. Save it for the end. Put it in the middle. See where it's going to be best for you.
Right.
Because that's initially what's going to help you get stronger faster.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you want to start in comedy, do it.
Yeah.
Write as much as you can. Write it down, because for me, oh, I'll remember that. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You do not.
Mm-hmm.
So try to write it down, whether it's in your phone, a notepad, like
Mm-hmm.
something. Have it written down. Constantly go over your stuff.
Yeah. So has there been any like, I guess, comedians out there that have helped you perfect your craft?
Oh yeah.
And like, what have you learned from them?
It's what, it's little things. Comedians, a lot of the older comedians.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, recently,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the younger comedians are more defensive and they don't want to listen.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you listen to the older comedians,
Mm-hmm.
you'll get sharper a lot faster because a lot of us already went through it.
Right.
Like I said, I was very shy when I started.
Yeah.
So when I started, I would tell my jokes looking at the floor.
Oh man.
And one guy, his name's Charles Sanchez. I owe that man so much.
Yeah.
Because he gave me the simple idea:
Mm-hmm.
pick 3 people in the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
one to your right, one in the middle, one to your left, and throughout your whole set, just fan through that. Pick those 3 people, and just you can look them in the eye, or you can look over their head. And as you're telling your jokes, go around. He goes, you don't necessarily have to look at them, but that alone is going to help you be heard so much more, because when you're doing this, like, you're talking like this, and
Yeah.
it changes your whole tone.
Right.
So just little things like that,
Yeah.
like some comics, like they want to hold the microphone like this. Like, no, you need to hold it up here.
Right.
This is why we, like, oh, like we're in a big club. The speakers are way up there. You really got to talk into this thing. You don't want to, like, but you really want to talk into the mic so that you can be heard.
Right.
And it's little things like that. It's funny. I was in Portugal, and there was a female comedian I got to work with, and she was fairly new, but she would start the joke with a lot of pizzazz and like a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And then it's like she was losing confidence in the joke.
Oh no.
As she went through it, so she would lower the microphone. By the time she got to the punchline, you could barely hear it.
Right.
And then like back to the next joke, and then just doing it again. So I told her, like, you really just gotta, like, hold it here if you want, like put it into your sternum, but as long as you can keep that microphone close to you, that alone is going to get you more laughs. So listening to the older comedians really helped me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them where like, hey, I see what you're trying to do with that. Maybe don't do it that way. Maybe try it like this, or have you considered, going this direction with the joke, and they'll shoot ideas your way.
Yeah.
I was very receptive with a lot of the older comics, because I'm like, you know what? I never thought of this.
Yeah.
Of going that direction with that joke. That's awesome. Like, oh man, because once you do that, like you could totally, it opens it up to so much more. You can go this way, and you could say this, you could say that. I like how you said that. Maybe if you put that at the beginning, like, oh,
Yeah.
So a lot of the older comedians were very good at little tidbits, not necessarily writing your jokes, but executing your jokes.
That's really interesting about like the people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's true though, because you don't want to be looking down,
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
And like we all do it because we all started. There's a lot of comics that'll, when they're new, they hold the microphone and they'll start to play with the mic cord. And that was one of the first things.
You're like,
some of the older comedians were like, stop doing that shit. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Like I didn't even realize I was doing it, but they're like, stop, fool, that's a dead fucking giveaway. Oh, okay, cool. So like, oh, okay, look up, yes. So,
that's
there's
funny.
a lot of the older comedians. Some of them have passed, but it's just little things like that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this one. Rudy Moreno, may he rest in peace. First time, he's known as the Godfather. He's one of the first Latino comedians, and he truly opened doors for a lot of us to be, even able to perform at a lot of the clubs. So I'd seen him on TV. I was like, oh my God, that's the Godfather, because that's what we called him. It's the Godfather of comedy.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there in awe, and he's like, all right, come here, rookie. Now, you're a Latino comedian, right? Yes. Do you speak Spanish? Yes. And he gave me the speech kind of like Selena's dad, where we got to be funnier than the whites. We got to be funnier, like we got to do this, we got to do that. Like, as a Latino comic, we, we hold ourselves to a higher echelon. And it was like motivating. And I'm like, yeah, like, oh my God, dude, yes, I feel that way. And like, oh no, you got to try this. And don't go up here doing dick and pussy jokes. Don't go doing no fart jokes. And, like, so he's like, you gotta write better, execute better, work harder. You gotta be, like, you gotta be at the top of your game if you're gonna make it in this business. I'm like, oh, dude, it was super motivating. And he's like, all right, watch this. And he goes on stage because he's starting the show, and I was gonna go up first after him. He does 15 minutes of dick, pussy, and fart jokes. Like, I'm sitting there like,
oh my God,
what happened? Like, what happened? We gotta be better. We gotta be funnier. We gotta be.
Oh man.
So I go up, I do my set. Thankfully it went well. And when he goes up, he brings up the next comic, and when he gets off, he's like, "How do you feel?" And I'm like, "Dude, that was great, but what happened?" He goes, "I gotta give that speech to all the comics." That's what I do. I don't want you guys doing it.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
But I always remember that. Because I mean, obviously he had way more jokes than that, but it was just so funny. Because
Yes.
I used to tell him every time, I was like, you had me so fucking pumped. Like, I'm out here like, that's right. Like, dude, we are better. Like, we
Yeah,
do
yeah,
got to
yeah.
do this. Like, oh, God, yeah,
Yeah.
dude, Latino pride for sure. I'm not brown, but hell yeah. Like, I was,
Oh
I was
man.
super pumped.
Yeah.
And then he goes up
And he just freaking tells you oh man. That's hilarious.
Yeah. No, like I said, it was a lot of the older comics
Yeah.
that uh, to this day still help.
That's awesome.
They'll watch you and just be like, you know what, I like what you did there.
Hmm.
Keep doing that. I like this joke.
Have
You know,
you met somebody like that was like your idol?
many times.
Yeah, like do you want to share
Yes.
like who you've met?
Um. So okay. So here's a funny one. Um. I went to go hang out at the Hollywood Improv
Uh-huh.
on a Friday night because one of my friends was going to be performing.
Yeah.
And when you're performing at the Hollywood Improv on a Friday night,
Mm-hmm.
you're always subject to getting bumped, which means you don't go on,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because in Hollywood, a lot of famous comedians just show up, and
Yeah.
once they're in, you're out,
Yeah.
right? So I went to the bathroom, and if you've ever been to the Hollywood Improv, you know it's a very tiny, like narrow walkway,
Uh-huh.
and that leads to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I open up the door to get out of the bathroom, and I just hit like a wall.
Uh-huh.
And when I opened my eyes, it was Dave Chappelle. Like I hit him square, like in his sternum, right? Like with my nose. Like I literally just bumped in. And when I open up, and he goes, "You okay, little N-word?" Right? And I was like, "Yeah, dude, you're Dave Chappelle." He goes, "Damn right.
Uh-huh.
Are you a comic?" I was like, "Yes." Go sit in the back.
Uh-huh.
He was, I'm about to go on. He goes, if you want to catch a lesson. And I was like, hell yeah, I want to catch a lesson.
Yeah.
So I ran back to the front and I told my two friends that I was with that night, like, let's go, let's get in there now. And they're like, no,
Yes.
like, no, like, dude, you're not going to perform. Let's just,
Yeah.
And he got all mad, like, no, if I'm not performing, let's just go home. I was like,
No way.
you can leave. I'm not.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, here's why this is important. This is when Chappelle was just coming back from Africa after the whole Chappelle show thing.
Wow.
So he had been gone for months.
Yeah.
And now, he's here at the Hollywood
Yes.
Improv. So I got to sit in the back and watch him for like 3 hours where he's just up there just
Mm-hmm.
smoking cigarettes and being Dave. And so like I said, this was like 2007, 2008, I think. And I'm sitting there like, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again,
Yeah.
I would have never done this,
Yeah.
So it was just incredible to watch. Even then, like I tell people, like, the specials that he put out on
Yes.
Netflix now, people were like, oh my God, he learned to be like, no, that was him
Mm-hmm.
that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's been that good since then.
Mm-hmm.
It's just people don't go out. It's one thing to watch a Netflix special
Yeah.
and another to go see a comedian live.
Right.
Live is always better.
Right.
I honestly, I hate watching comedy specials on any network
Yeah.
because they're heavily redacted. So I always, I prefer live
Yeah.
performances.
For
so
sure. Wow, that's so cool that you have that experience to like run into him and just see him. I've never seen him live, but I used to watch the Chappelle show a lot, and he is one of the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
yes.
I mean, what do you think makes him so great? Like, I mean, you being a comic, because I'm not. Like, how do you think he's perfected his craft? Like, from what you've seen, like, kind of behind the scenes too, because I'm not behind the scenes.
He's a genius in the sense, I mean, he's very well spoken, very well educated
Yeah.
on a lot of subject matters. So he's so educated, he can talk about
Yeah.
goldfish and you're going to listen, because he's, like I said, he's that educated in a lot of things. Now, comedically, he's perfected throwaway lines, is what I call them.
Okay.
He'll say something, it may sound like a sentence that had nothing to do with it.
Uh-huh.
And then 40 minutes later, he calls it back, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
as a comedian, I'm watching him like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
You know, time and time again. Like he's that good at painting this picture,
Yes.
and he has you wrapped in his
Uh-huh.
finger the entire time, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, just wham! You know, like he just hits you out of the left side, and you're like, how?
Yeah.
How do you get there? You know, like
Yeah.
as a comedian, I'm sitting there like, this man's a genius.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, was he taller than you? Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
How tall is he?
Oh, he's got to be at least 6 feet.
Okay.
Because like I said, I'm 5'8", and I hit him with my nose like right in his sternum.
Uh-huh. And when that happened and you looked up, like, were you like scared? Were you like in shock? Were you like,
Both.
yeah?
You know, because I felt bad because
Yeah.
like I opened up the door and walked out, and it's a dark hallway.
Right.
Right. So I mean, I literally just opened the door and didn't see anybody. So
Yeah.
I like like I said, I literally hit him right in the chest, and went,
Yeah.
like I was like, oh my god, I'm so like I paused because I'm like,
Yeah.
I know who you are.
I think I'd be the
Yeah.
same way. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah, like I know who you are.
We all know who he is.
Yeah. So
Wow, that's
I was more so like thrown off because like I said, like he grabbed me. He's like, you okay, little? Yeah. Like, yeah.
So when you went home that night, what were you thinking?
I was on cloud nine for like a week
Yeah.
because he's one of my idols, right? And I'm just sitting there like I can't believe I just watched him.
Yes.
Like like I said, I was watching him and I'm like, the guy's amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, how do I try to mimic what little things I can pick up from him?
Yeah.
And I mean little things because I'm like I cannot replicate what he does.
No.
But like what are some of the little things that he does that'll work for me? And like I watch a lot of comedians for that reason. It's like I like what he did there. Maybe I can try to do something like that, in my performance. So that was in my head for like a week.
Yeah.
Like that was incredible.
What do you
Like,
think makes someone so great as like mastering their craft? What do you think? What are your
for Chappelle?
yeah, like who do you like? Yeah, Dave Chappelle.
Honestly, I think it's just the fact that he did so much time on stage where
Yeah.
now he's not performing anymore. At a certain degree, he's talking. He's educating. And that is one of the things like I think his comfort level
Yeah.
is so high where he can go off on a tangent and still bring the entire audience with him.
Yeah.
Because people are so caught up on his every word.
Yeah.
Another one of my idols is Brian Regan. He's completely on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Comedy wise, he's a clean comedian. Doesn't cuss.
Yeah.
And he's, to me, just as funny, like in a different way, but it's just the fact that he's so goofy, where it's like, how did you get that comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just being you.
Yeah.
So watching him, like to me, it's amazing because his storytelling is so different.
Yeah.
He's just, I mean, he's a nut. He's performing the entire time, like verbally and physically. Like his whole, like the way he walks on stage, it's itself is hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's all part of the performance.
Yeah.
I got to hang out with him, and I was talking to him like,
Yeah.
when you do this, when you said this, I was trying to pick his brain.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because he's like, wow, you really know me. Yeah. And I didn't want to tell him, but I was like, dude, you're my hero. Like,
Yeah.
like you're one of my heroes. But it was just amazing because he watched my set and he's like, yeah, I like how you did this. I like this joke. I really like how you did that. You're a very good host. Because I ran into him at Pachanga Casino.
Okay.
He did the theater and I was in the comedy club. So he came down and watched our show and just hung out with us for like 2 hours. Because that was his good deed. He's like, look, I know everybody went to go see me tonight. So, your guys' show wasn't as full. So for the next 2 hours, drinks are on me.
Nice.
And we just literally hung out in the comedy club for about 2 hours. And I got to like literally just sit down with him and just, like I said, talk to him. He dissected my set. And I'm like,
yeah.
How do I get to your level? I'm talking to him. And that to me was one of those, one of those nights where, for 2 weeks, I'm like, I met Brian Regan. And people are like, I don't know who that is. Like, he's one of Jerry Seinfeld's, favorite comedians. Like,
yeah.
Seinfeld? Like,
yeah.
The guy from the sitcom? Like, like, because a lot of it, with comedians is like, you got to know comedy to know,
exactly. Definitely. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Have you ever had an experience?
I thought I did. But then they were all like, oh, I still don't believe, because can't believe the government now.
Right.
But yeah, they blamed it on, what's his face? Elon Musk. Like all of a sudden he just let out like, oh no, we had a secret mission. And I was like, really? This fool gets a secret mission? I'm pretty sure that, I was like, I'm pretty sure that was an alien. Like we don't have technology to do that.
No.
Because it was one of those nights I was actually on my way to a show, and I was on the freeway, and I just looked over, and like when you look up and you see like the rocket, right? So it's like the little cone in front. Well, like it was just going like at a normal pace, and then just took off.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, that's not human. That's not, like I was going 80 on the freeway. I'm not gonna lie. And I just happened to look over, and I'm like,
yeah,
that thing just took off.
Yeah.
Not that I'm trying to compare to my speed, but it took off, and I was like, ain't no way that's American. Hell, no.
That's true. What about Sasquatch? Do you believe in Sasquatch?
That one, no.
Okay. Do you want to tell me why no?
I don't know. It's funny. I was just watching. Have you ever seen Expedition Files?
Yes.
I love that show. Josh Gates, love that man.
I do like that show.
He did a whole episode. He did an episode, and they were talking about Bigfoot, and I was like, "There's something about it. That original video, I've never believed it. You know, one where he's like walking back in the '60s.
Patty.
I was like, I've never believed it. And I was telling my wife, as a kid, I remember watching it on Unsolved Mysteries. And on Unsolved Mysteries, back then, in the 90s, they were like, that's no way that's real. Like, it's too shaky. The way he's walking, that's more human nature. And I'm like, I had a gut feeling. But Unsolved Mysteries really, really locked it down for me. Like, no. Something about Bigfoot, no.
I do believe in him.
Yeah? I don't know. I'm sure that there's a lot of creatures out there that we don't know.
There is.
I don't think Bigfoot is one of them. At least I hope.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's your choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ghosts, huh? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, do you believe in ghosts?
Ghosts, yes, actually.
Have you had an experience?
Yes.
You want to share?
Sure. I'm pretty sure my mom's house was haunted at a certain point.
Okay.
There are certain sounds, what that is. Right. Right? Mm-hmm. Like, that's iced coffee, right? Yeah. And then, like, when somebody put that down on a table.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I was just telling the wife this story the other day. This is real. When I was at UCR, I came home one day, and I'm pretty sure it was a Friday. Came home early, right? There's nobody in the house. It's just me, and I'm washing my face, and I hear the front door close, and do you remember like those plastic runners over the carpet?
Yeah.
That had a certain sound, right?
Yes.
When you stepped on it. So I heard 3 steps, and then I hear a bag land on the coffee table, right? So I'm like, oh, my dad's home. He'd be the only other person,
Yeah.
home at this hour. So I finish washing my face. I open up the bathroom door, and I'm like, "Apa," and I look on the dinner table. There's no bag, right? And I'm like, what the hell? TV's not on. I go into my room, and through the window, I see, because I was looking in the driveway, my car's the only one in the driveway. So I'm like, I know
Yeah.
I heard somebody come in the house,
Right.
right? So I'm paranoid. I go through the whole house. My mom has this like machete looking knife that she uses like when she's cutting meats. So I go to the kitchen, and I'm like, there's somebody in the house, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like going through the rest of the house, right? Like in the closet, like making sure I don't get raped on a Friday. And oh, okay, nobody's in the house. I go back, let me finish washing my face, and I hear it again. Door closed, 3 steps. Somebody put something on the bag, and now I didn't even finish wash my face. Like I opened the door, ah! And like there's nobody out there. So I'm like, what the hell? So I grabbed the knife again, and I was like, I know I heard somebody walk into this house.
Right.
And I'm paranoid, so I'm going through every house, like every room in the house. And I got to the point where I'm like, okay, well, there's nobody in here.
Yeah.
And I put the knife back in the drawer, and I'm standing like in the living room, like, second guessing myself. And I'm
Right.
like, I know for a fact, I know I heard it twice.
Yeah.
And when I said it out loud, because I was, just thinking in my head, but when I said it out loud, I heard kids' laughter, like circling around me. And that's when I was like, I'm getting the hell on out of here. I grabbed my keys and I just took off. I went to my cousin's house, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this place is haunted.
Wow.
So I was freaked out.
Yeah.
I had other instances where, I've never seen anything. Thank God. Thank God. I've never seen anything. I heard it all the time, right? And my parents were given a frame.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard La Virgen de San Juan? One of my dad's good friends,
Yeah.
his brother was a pastor at the church there in San Juan de los Lagos. He got to go to the Vatican. The Pope blessed this frame that they gave my parents.
Right.
And this is one of those things like, look, we can talk for hours. You can give me all your scientific bullshit.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever going to convince me otherwise. The second they brought that thing into the house, it's been quiet ever since.
I believe you.
But before that, many a nights, because I would go out and do shows, I'd come home, it's 1, 2 in the morning, and you hear steps like, like I would hear like somebody running around in the living room.
Right.
And many a nights just stayed in my room just waiting for somebody to kick my door open, right? Because I could hear like people coming up to the door. And that all stopped when they brought that frame into the house.
Wow.
So I've already told my mom, like,
Yeah.
I'm taking that with me.
I believe
like
that.
at some point, whenever she decides to move on to the next life, I've told her, like, I'm taking that frame.
Yeah.
Because, my parents won't admit that. But
No, it's true.
I'm like, no. Like, you guys fall asleep. I don't.
Do you believe in like the afterlife?
I want to believe. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like, I want to believe, being a good Catholic boy, that it's real.
Right.
I'm just not sure.
Okay.
Because, at a certain point, I'm like, these ghosts are down here. Like, and I know purgatory exists, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a good story. So we're going to transition into a little game called Would You Rather. When I ask you questions, I get to know you more.
Oh,
or the audience does.
about to get interesting. Okay.
Okay, you ready?
About to get an anxiety attack. Hold on. Am I answering fast enough? Oh my God.
Would you rather drink coffee or tea?
Everyday coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah.
What's
I do love teas.
Yeah?
But that's when I'm sick.
What's your coffee drink of choice?
Straight black, like my soul.
That's
Yeah,
good.
no, I honestly, I just drink it black. I used to drink more Starbucks when I was younger,
Yeah.
and I got kidney stones, and that hurt like hell.
Oh yeah.
So this doctor at the urgent care was like, "What do you want, the sugar or the caffeine?" And I was like, "Well, the caffeine. Just drink it black."
Yeah.
She goes, "Put a little bit of sugar in there, so that you're tricking your brain."
Yeah.
That's when I discovered coffee has flavor. Like it matters.
No, I believe you.
You know,
I
like
don't think I've ever had it.
French, Colombian.
Which one's the best?
For me,
Yeah.
Colombian.
Yeah.
French roast, also good. My preferred coffee is Seattle's Best breakfast blend. It's a medium roast. That's my everyday coffee. It has a nice, like, sweet, buttery flavor to it.
Yeah.
And I only put a little bit of sugar in it.
That sounds so good.
Yeah. It is. Honestly, I recommend it.
Sleep in late or wake up early?
So I'm used to both. Doing shows, a lot of the times I'd get home like at 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
But I still had to go to my day job, so I was still getting up like at 6:30.
Oh wow.
So I'm used to running on 4 or 5 hours
Yeah.
of sleep.
That's dangerous, but yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Watch a movie or read a book.
Watch a movie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I am not as much into reading as I would like to be.
Cook dinner or dine out.
Both, actually. I love trying different foods, but messing with recipes is actually one of my secret favorite things to do. Like, my daddy would make fun of me. He's like, "You're always watching the Food Network, but you're never cooking." Yeah. But I would tell him, I was like, I'm learning the recipes.
Yes.
Because I like to mess with the recipes. You know, so I always make like weird things, and my dad sometimes would be like, "What the hell are you making now?"
Yeah.
Right? But I mean, he always tried the food.
Yeah.
But I love to dissect recipes and see how I can change it.
That's cool.
You know, one time I made it was a shrimp with a cherry amaretto in it. It was honestly like really damn good.
Yeah.
And my dad ended up like cleaning the cazuela with the shrimp because he's like, "This is actually really damn good. What the hell did you put in it?"
That's nice.
It's a whole bunch of stuff, Dad. Like,
chocolate or vanilla?
I'm gonna say chocolate.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm gonna say chocolate.
Okay. Live in the country or live in the city?
This is gonna sound weird, but I would actually prefer to live in the city. Like, ideally,
Yeah.
I would live like in one of those like high-rise buildings where it's like a loft and you're like looking down on the city. I want to live up there. Like, being in the country is cool and all.
Yeah.
But like, I think about it, like, to live out there like in the middle of nowhere and
Yeah.
then just have some random ass animals pop in, that would scare the hell out of me. You know? That would scare the hell out of me. I'll tell you. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is kind of why. I was 15, right? And we went to my grandma's house in Autlan, Jalisco. And my grandma asked me like, "Hey, can you close the windows?" Right?
Yeah.
And there were like those windows that are on
Yes.
the door.
Uh-huh.
So I walk up, you know, like, because we're going to go to bed. And the second I grabbed the windows, like, to close them, 2 little green lights just lit up in the distance at the back of her backyard. And I thought, oh, shit, it's the devil, right? Like, why would 2 green eyes just light up,
Yeah.
right? And I froze. Like, I was like I was trembling. And my dad walked by and he smacked me. And he's like, "Those are luciérnagas." And I was like, oh, thank God. Okay. They're just June bugs. Okay, like, yeah, like the little insects that light up.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, thank God. Okay,
It's scary out there.
Look, I'm good with any animal that I know,
Yeah,
right? Like
exactly.
I've seen coyotes, I've walked with them.
Uh-huh.
I'm good with coyotes.
Yeah.
I know what a coyote is.
Yeah.
But when I start to see stuff that I don't know what it
Uh-huh.
is,
That's true.
it
It's true.
all my pride goes out the window. I will scream louder than any woman in the room.
Stay home or go out?
Both, actually.
Uh-huh.
Um, I love to go out on long drives and listen to music,
Yeah.
mostly at night.
Yeah.
But now that I'm getting older,
Uh-huh.
those Sunday mornings at home doing nothing, I'm starting to relate. Like I'm starting to understand why people do it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. Beach or mountains?
I'm more of a beach guy, but at night because I burn. So
Same.
I can't be out in the sun.
Yeah, same. We're twins with that part.
Yeah.
Sushi or pasta?
Ooh. Damn. I think sushi a little bit more.
Yeah.
I love a good lasagna.
Yeah.
But sushi always just puts me in a good mood.
Yes. Summer or winter?
No, winter. Winter.
Yay!
Yeah.
Same.
I run hot, so if it's hotter,
Bike ride or road trip?
road trip.
Where to?
Anywhere to eat.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'll look. I was telling this to my dad the other day. I'll drive. I've driven to Phoenix, Arizona to have sushi and then just come back home. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
for a good burger, I'll drive 6
Yes.
hours.
Yeah, I
You know,
believe
like
you.
just to try it. Like, oh, it was a good experience. All right, time to go back.
Uh-huh.
I'm totally down for stuff like that.
Yeah.
I will drive for hours.
Same. Okay. Batman or Spider-Man?
So I prefer the Spider-Man cartoons, but the Batman movies I think are a little bit better.
Okay, so choose. You have to choose one.
Damn. I guess Batman.
Woo!
Yeah.
Batman
Because
is
I
the
love the
guy.
Joker. Joker's my favorite villain of all
Is he
time.
really?
Yes. Heath Ledger's.
Okay,
Not the
I
other
was gonna
ones.
ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
For sure. What's your favorite Batman movie? That one?
Yes.
Yeah, he did great.
Yeah. I love that whole trilogy, but that one with the Joker to me is honestly
Yes.
probably one of my favorite movies. I can watch that one nonstop.
He got into character so well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just something about transforming into that character and you could just see it,
Yes.
you know?
Yes. And I honestly, I prefer, like I said, I prefer that one over all the other ones.
Yeah.
Especially the other one. What's his face?
Which one?
Joaquin Phoenix. I don't
Oh,
like
Batman
his.
Returns?
No.
Joaquin Phoenix. Oh,
The Joker one.
Oh, that one.
Where he's like wearing the red suit and he's like dancing.
Yeah.
I hated that one.
I haven't actually seen it.
Thought that was a waste of my life.
I've only seen the Batman ones, not so much the Joker ones.
Mm-hmm.
But
Don't.
yeah, no.
Yeah. Save your time. Go have sushi.
Halloween or Christmas?
Christmas. I'm not much of a holiday person,
Yeah.
but I see how other people get happy.
Yeah.
So, Christmas more.
M&M's or Snickers?
I'm not much of a chocolate person, but if anything, I would say Snickers.
Snickers.
Yeah.
Chinese food or Mexican food?
Mexican food.
What's your favorite plate, like Mexican plate?
My mom's enchiladas.
What color?
Green.
Oh my God, with chicken?
Yes.
Yes, it's the best.
Yes.
Popcorn or chips?
Chips.
What kind of chips?
The Ruffles sour cream and cheddar. Those and what are the other ones? The sea salt and vinegar.
Okay.
I love those,
Yeah.
but mostly because I eat them with sandwiches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love a good sandwich. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Like that green? Or a little darker?
Yes, a little bit darker than, not so much in the eye, but down here in the lettering.
I love green too.
Yeah.
What's your favorite candy?
Uh, Candy.
Mm-hmm.
Not much of a candy person. Um, I'd say nerds. I get a
Mm.
kick out of eating it, but I try to stay away from candy a lot, so
Yeah.
it's rare when I have them.
Your favorite movie?
Um, it's between Anchorman and Talladega Nights
Okay.
because they're just ridiculously funny.
Yeah.
So I could just watch them for hours.
Uh-huh. Your favorite actor?
Um, I don't know.
You don't have one specifically?
Um, no, not really. Will Ferrell. I love Will Ferrell's movies.
Yes.
So yeah, let's go with Will Ferrell.
I like him too.
Yeah.
Your favorite gum?
Dentine Black Ice. There's like a black pack.
Okay.
I don't know if it was Black Ice, but it was like Dentine Ice, and it was a black packet. They're
Yeah.
rare to find nowadays for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think I've
But-
had it.
The mint on that one is so strong, like when you chew into it, like it opens up. And
Your
I had trouble
nostrils?
breathing. Yeah, I had trouble breathing back
Okay.
then, so it was like, this is what people breathe like. You know?
Oh my god, your favorite song?
Oh, damn! I love music.
Uh-huh.
Favorite song? Jesus Christ, that's a hard one. Because there's Juan Gabriel.
Okay. Your top 5 then.
Querida,
Yes.
Yo no nací para amar,
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hasta que te conocí, Amor Eterno. I mean,
Yes.
him in Mexico City. How can you not cry when you hear that one? And esta canción que escribí para ti.
Nice. Your favorite artist?
Damn, I love music, so it's like these are really hard.
Okay, your top 5.
Jesus.
Or like who comes to your mind right away?
Juan Gabriel, Ramón Ayala, Tigres del Norte, Mon Laferte. Recently, it's his, I don't know how Mexican we can get on here. Los Amigueros de la Sierra.
I don't know who they are.
It's super Mexican music.
Okay.
It's like, they call it serreño. It's like, it's a guy, guitar, the bass, and the other one's with an accordion. So it's just the 3 of them, and it's like mainly guitar.
Yeah.
But they have a very unique sound
Yes.
that it gets me in a great mood. Like it's perfect for driving.
That's good.
It's like I just get all aggressive and like Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my god. Okay. Your favorite type of music?
I don't know that I have a favorite type, to be honest, because I genuinely listen to everything.
Everything.
Yeah, like I'm the baby from my house, so I have my dad's music where it's more like norteño, banda, corrido.
Yeah.
My mom, like 70s Mexican pop, like Jose Jose, Juan Gabriel, all that.
Yeah.
My sister, she was into like 90s R&B. My other sister was into like 80s music, so it's like Depeche Mode, The Cure.
Yes.
My brother was into Nirvana, Metallica, so like I absorb from
everywhere.
everybody.
That's
Shazam is
awesome.
my friend because now I go into stores and I'm like, what is this? That's added. Yeah, like
Oh my god.
yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? Damn. That's another. I mean, outside of my mom's enchiladas,
Yes.
it's a toss up between tacos or sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
You can put anything in between tortillas or a good bread. I'll eat it all day.
Your favorite like do you drink alcohol?
Yes.
What's your favorite alcohol drink?
Okay, so my favorite is an old fashioned, right? I love a good whiskey.
Yeah.
But I recently discovered mezcal.
Okay.
And my favorite new drink right now is charro negro,
Okay.
where it's like a good mezcal, Coke, and lime.
Interesting. Your favorite sport?
Basketball.
Your favorite team?
Lakers. They've
Your
been
favorite
sucking it up these
player?
past couple of years. Kobe.
Of God.
Yeah.
Your favorite comedian?
It's gonna sound weird, but Brian Regan.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I have a deep appreciation for what it is he's able to do because, like I said, he's a clean comic.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yeah.
but I appreciate like how silly
Uh-huh.
he can take any situation and
Yeah.
just have me in tears.
Do you think it's harder to be cleaner on stage than it is to be the other way?
Um,
Or how does that work?
I don't know. I don't think that it's harder. I think just as a comic, I want to be able to say whatever the fuck I want to say.
That's true.
So there are times where I can not cuss and just
Yeah.
have a great show.
Yeah.
And there's times where it's, and I'm sorry to do this, but just fuckity fuck, fuck, fuck,
Yeah.
fuckity fuck, because that's how I'm feeling in that moment.
You're right.
You know?
Uh-huh.
And that's why I say it's not that it's hard, because I don't think any of my material is necessarily dirty.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's times where I just want to let out, and there's times where I'm just having a blast and go on about a regular set.
Yeah. Interesting. Your favorite dessert?
Tiramisu.
That's good. Your favorite store to shop at?
I don't know. Stater Brothers, does that count?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, because I mean, if it's not that, it's Amazon now.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Useful. Uh, I don't know. I don't. I love to sing. I'm not good at it, but I
Yeah.
love to sing.
Uh-huh.
But I do that like in my own safe space.
Yeah.
You know, just because I love music.
Yes.
So that honestly is how I get by. I don't watch a lot of TV. For me,
Yeah.
it's mostly music.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would say singing, even though you'll never hear it.
You should bring out a singing part in your comedy show.
I used to kind of sing.
Yeah.
Not that I was trying to do it on purpose, but I used to do a joke about Stevie Wonder.
Uh-huh.
And I would kind of have to sing. And there were a couple of times where people were like, whoa, oh. You know, and then like I'd say the punchline and then people, oh, no. Yeah, so like that's why I'm like, no, I don't think I can.
Yeah. Well, in conclusion, thank you for coming on. We
thank
have
you.
to wrap it up, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here on my podcast.
No, are you kidding me? Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And do you want to share your social handles online?
Yes. Right now, Instagram and YouTube. I'm Luis Villasenor. I am, no A, just I am Luis Villasenor. Luis Villasenor. And that's on both YouTube and Instagram.
And do you want to share any last messages out there?
Honestly, just have fun. Don't let people force you into doing things that you don't want to do. That being said, come out to a show. No, but yeah, no, definitely. Honestly, just try to have fun. I think a lot of people nowadays are overwhelmed with with caring what other people have to say, and I don't think a lot of that stuff applies anymore.
Yeah.
As long as you're not doing stupid stuff, do your own thing.
Yeah.
You know, there's social norms that we have to follow. Just as long as you're within those, you're fine.
Yeah.
Be the weird person that you are, because that's what makes you you.
I love that. Well, thank you for coming on.
No, thank you again for having me. This has been fun.
Of course.